Hey there YouTube. Today I'm going to show you all this 1999 Ford E-150 conversion van with 115,000 miles. I think the company that did this conversion is called Superior. It has the 5.4 liter V8, and yeah, this thing is in mint condition. You really don't see them in such beautiful shape. Not even a single dent or scratch anywhere. You can see in back too, just as perfect. You can tow boats, whatever you want in this thing. Yeah, you can see how on top it says Superior. And this was clearly a Florida truck. This thing could have used bigger tires, or at least one with a wider offset. It does ride on 235/75/15s. Rear drum brakes, unfortunately. Let's open up the doors. Of course, both sides open. Look how it's upholstered. Very nicely done. Little shades. You can do whatever you want, even XXX in here. Yeah, more storage compartments, metal hinges. This is all real wood over here. Not exactly sure what goes in there. More storage compartments. The seat does slide back and forth with this button over here. Very nice job. Even has a coat hook too on top. Just look at this interior. It's just perfect. Perforated leather. The backrest controller to the seat is on the other side. I'll show you that. On the door panel, soft to the touch. Power windows, door locks, power mirrors. This door pocket looks like a panty. Familiar E-Series dashboard, which commenced in '97. So Ford had a good 11, 12 years making the same exact dashboard layout. Key fob, lock, unlock, and panic. 5.4, sounding good. I think this will be my first ever conversion van tour. This thing is just in excellent shape. I'm not a huge E-Series fanatic, but I will admit that they are one of the toughest full-size vans that you can get. Anyways, in terms of comfort, these seats are like mattresses. Just look how thick these things are. The armrest too. I mean, look at that thickness. I think this thing's even thicker than a mattress. Yeah, this is where you adjust the seat. Back and forth, more lumbar. And the back section too. This thing has amazing thigh support. If anything, it's lifting me up in the air. And for that reason, the large engine hump, because the engine is in here partially, it's not that annoying because of immense thigh support here. Going back, the seat really doesn't hug you. It's until you sit inside and you sink inwards a little bit that you're somewhat hugged because it's just so soft. You can go cross country in this seat and you won't be tired at all. Dashboard is a hard vinyl. It's somewhat padded. There's no glove compartment. You only have this over here in the center. Rather flimsy cover here. You can see how the entire thing jiggles, but you can see all the storage in here. Owner's manual, just about everything in there you'd want. Yeah, pen holders and such. Close this. Cup holders, ashtray, radio, only cassettes. The climate control, this is for the fan speed in front and for the back. Another power outlet, and this thing was a non-smoker, hence the amazing condition of this thing. Wood trimming, but I think it's a vinyl. Oh no, it's actually, there's actually wood in there. But yeah, these are decals that you do stick on, but it seems to have like a little thin piece of wood in there just to give it the look. The steering wheel, nicely thick, leather wrapped, cruise control. This van uses a 4-speed automatic, I believe the 4R100 transmission. That's what the 5.4 was equipped to. Very tough gearbox. The overdrive button right there. The hazards, wipers, intermittent speed, and the steering wheel does tilt. Does not telescope. Headlamps. Panel dim right there, and for interior lighting, just twitch that direction, one nudge. And this headliner is so padded it's probably thicker than the carpeting inside a house. You have these spotlights right there. They don't seem to be working unless it has an on and off switch. This controls some rear lights, as you can see back there. Mood lighting. There you go. More lighting along the edges and the perimeter on top. The TV, I'll show you that later. And I don't know what this does. There's a few things that I don't know if they work or not. But anyways, this sun visor, mirror and vanity light, huge and padded. Driver's side sun visor with the mirror and vanity light. It's a bit squeaky. The vents, how they pop out. And more curtains here. You can tell these seats are just as comfortable as the front seats. They're not any different. You can see the TV up there, that's CRT. Should change that over to an LCD or something. Just get a look at this. Headphone jacks, more spotlights. And the legroom, you're not going to complain in here. Every single passenger in this van will be comfortable. You can see you have a head unit over there, so you can independently listen to music. Game control, not exactly sure how that goes. Maybe there's RCAs and etc. around here. So you could plug in a PlayStation or something. Has a remote controller. More cabinets up here. What's this? That looks like an inverter. And there's the VCR. Antique. And more cabinets throughout. I'm not going to open everything. But yeah, going into the back over here, just look at this thing. It's the most comfortable thing that you could sit in for a road trip. Now this does convert into a bed. You can see how it just opens up like so, and I'm sitting on here. Yeah, becomes a bed with this switch over here. This thing's just missing a bathroom just to do your necessities. These windows right there. But yeah, that's the back end to this thing. Very comfortable. You could almost stand completely upright. If you were a midget, you wouldn't have a problem, but I'm 6'1", so I still have to duck in here. Maybe if you're 5 feet tall, you may be able to get away with it. You're really not going to see much because half of the engine is inside. But you can just make out a typical Ford 5.4 liter in there. Very difficult to do tune-ups in. You have to remove that cover in the inside. Has 235 horsepower. That's about all you can see over here. You can only access the oil, windshield wash, fluids, and the air filter here. There's no text, so it's just guess as you go, but since this is a V8, it's easy to master where the engine's at. About 4,000 RPM. Yeah, this thing has a big exhaust variable, very brawny. He doesn't even need an aftermarket exhaust. Yeah, close the windows. Yeah, this 5.4 is in excellent condition. Very smooth. So guys, just wanted to show you all this conversion van. It's not that often you'll find one in such great condition. Most of them are beat and loaded with miles. This one is a perfect example, and I think it's my first ever tour of one. Yeah, should have said this in the beginning, but this body style E-Series commenced in '92, and to this day Ford produces it. The current 2013 model is identical, just that the dashboard and the grille is different. Aside from that, everything else, the same baloney. But again, very good van, and you shouldn't fix what's broken, but Ford is going to replace it in 2014 or 2015 with the Ford Transit, the full-size Transit, which will come with the 3.7 V6, the 3.5 EcoBoost, and with a 5-cylinder diesel. So those are pretty decent engine options. We'll see how that will turn out. I've seen one at the Detroit Auto Show, and it was a pretty decent van, much more refined. It's just a matter of just to see how durable it'll be in the long run. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this tour.